Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Good afternoon. How y'all doing? I wanted to jump on really fast. Really, really fast. Really, really fast. Let me know when you're here. Say hello. I'm going to jump on really fast and then jump off. And jump off. I want to do a check in. I want to check in with you all. Check in with Lady J. Check in with Lady J. How are y'all doing this week? How are you holding up? How are you managing your health, your wealth, your mind, your soul? What is your spirit like? I want to check in with you today. What personal investment did you make today? Here she go with this personal investment. What did you do for yourself this week? That was good. That was wholesome. That was holy. WHOLLY. Holy. What did you do for yourself that promoted wholeness? That promoted wellness? That elevated and reflected your most best self? What did you do this week? Because I just wanted to jump on here to encourage you in your efforts, to tell you to keep making yourself a priority. Wanted to jump on here because I have this thing, this word, this conviction that's burning deeply in my spirit, in my knower. What seeds are you planting today? What seeds have you allowed to germinate in your mind, to take root in your soul? How aware are you of these things? And if you need to self-correct, what have you been doing to self-correct to ensure that who you are and what you are is aligned with what God has called for you and for your life? I just want to hop on real fast. Listen, I feel like we're in this accelerated season where things are happening quickly, things are showing up quickly, and we're feeling the pressure to respond quickly. I just want to encourage us to take a moment. I did a post the other day and I said, work easy. And I just said, ease, go easy. There's so much that is happening in our world, in our personal lives, in our businesses that wants us to respond quickly, that wants us to react. But I want, hey, what's up, Taquencia? But I want to encourage us to take a moment, continue to pause, ask yourself, what did I do this week that was a personal investment, that honored my values, that caused me to pause and to think and to reflect before responding? Resist the temptation to respond immediately. It's okay to take a breath. It's okay to do one of these. Further, it's okay to say, I don't know. It's better to say, I don't know, than to say and to make moves that are impulsive, right? That are reactive. It's best to just pause. There's a lot going on, y'all. It's just best to just pause. So, what are you doing? How have you been? Want to check in with you. Are you aware of where you are emotionally? Are you sitting with your emotions? Are you asking the clarifying questions around why you feel how you feel and what may have triggered the feeling? And is this tied and associated with X, Y, and Z? Are you having the internal dialogue and conversation with yourself There is a lot of internal work. I'm telling you, in this time and in this season, the work that has to be done, if there's any work, is internal. Don't get distracted by what's happening external. Don't get distracted by what everybody else is doing, that you miss out on this wonderful opportunity to do the work, the deeper internal work. And here's the deal. This work is layered. Some of us think that we've done the work and that's it. No. I've said about myself. I talked about a couple of weeks ago how I was going on this 21-day internal reaction kind of consecration. And I've been holding to it. I've been paying attention to how I respond or what's happening internally when things happen. I'm doing my work, right? Because there's residue from some of our past. There is still some unresolved trauma. There are still some serious blind spots that we have. And we are in this beautiful season, a beautiful moment to recognize the pattern so that we can change our ways and so that we can heal through it once and for all. So I want to check in with you. I want to check in with you. How you doing? How you holding up? What are you telling yourself? What conversation are you having with yourself? Are you managing your reactions? Right? Are you standing in your truth? Are you standing in your truth? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you seeking approval? Are you seeking validation when you've not validated and sought approval from yourself? What are you doing? What y'all doing? Want to check in? Want to check in? Because we are in this place where accountability is here. It's here. It's here. It's here first and foremost. Right? All right. A lot of noise. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise, a lot of clamor. Chang, 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 chang. A lot of noise. Be intentional about creating time to sit still. Be intentional about creating time to have the dialogue with yourself. Okay, you say you're telling yourself you deserve better. You do. And what are you doing to manifest that? Because once we have these internal dialogues and we can come to this measure of awareness and we can see, okay, then what are we doing? How are our actions in divine alignment? How do our actions align? For some of us, this is about going back and looking at our core values, going back, because here's the deal. When it comes to core values are influenced by several different things. Core values are influenced by our exposure, our experience, and our education. I call them the 3 E's. I've talked about this for years. The big 3. What influences our core values? Our core values, at the same time, while they may feel quite static, they are not. Your core values can change as you have learned more, as you've lived, as you've educated yourself, as you have been exposed to various people, different things, different environments, different cities, different countries. You get to choose. So some of us, I believe, are at a place where we are being challenged. We're being challenged to question our core values. Do I believe this? Because our core values is the foundation by which we move forward. Our foundation is established with these boundaries with these core values a lot of time. So these core values determine our actions. And we're at a place where we have to ask ourselves, okay, do I like the outcome of my actions? And if not, why am I doing this? What do I really believe? So if I deserve better, what's a core value that I've been holding on to that might be attracting less than better? These core values form your core beliefs and your belief systems. We are interconnected, intertwined. And so in this time and in this season, in this place, we cannot escape this internal work. The cosmics is calling for it. The heavens is calling for it. The earth is calling for it. Our situations, our relationships, our businesses is calling for it. We're being called into this place of an internal check-in. It's an internal audit. It's an internal audit. I know sometimes when you get audited in the natural, a lot of times you know when it's coming, and then there's sometimes, depending on the field, the industry, you don't know when an audit is coming. But we are being pulled into a space of an internal audit. Will you allow spirit to audit you from the inside out? Will you allow for auditing? I know you think you got your together. I'm guilty of that. But spirit is like, no, we need to audit. We need to audit. We need to check the metrics. Your metrics is off. Things are a little shady. What is the internal audit? How am I auditing myself? Who have I allowed? Listen. We have these versions of ourselves, right? We have these versions of ourselves that we present. One version that's open, another version of us that's hidden, a version of us that we present parts and pieces, and then a version of us that we're completely blind to. And we're being caught into a spiritual internal edit of all of those versions. Because guess what? There's a need for true alignment. Not perfection, but alignment. And I want to hold up. Let me get some real fast. I'm gonna pull something up. um Hold on. You know that song, Hold On? Change is coming. Window. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I want to get it right. Okay. I'm going to put something in the chat because here we go. It's called the Johari window. Okay. And I'm a copy this. And I want to give y'all some information. I feel like being a teacher today. I'm educating the folks. Okay. Johari window. Okay. I want you to explore the Johari window. Think about a window. A window provides sight into a house or into a building. The Johari window provides insight into who we are and how we represent, how we present ourselves, and how it shows up in our relationships. Okay. So these things are known to self. Some things are unknown to self. Some things are known to others, and some things are unknown to others. All right. So this Johari window actually allows us to do a self audit. I want to see if I hold on because I feel the way I feel. Let's see here if I can. Let's see. I want to see if I'm going to, okay. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? Okay. You can see that. All right. So you see this Johari window. You have the open self, the blind spot, the hidden self, and the unknown. And in all four of these quadrants, they represent versions of ourselves that play out in our interactions all the time. So there's things about our personality, about who we are, that's open to ourselves and it's open and known to others. Now, there's also blind spots. Blind spots being, I don't necessarily see this about myself, but others see it and others know it. Okay? This hidden stuff, parts about me that only I know, that other people do not know. It's the hidden. And then the unknown, parts of us that neither us or others know, that show up in situations, that show up in circumstances. So, with the Johari window in mind, I want us to think about and agree with spirit about an internal audit. An internal audit. Audit yourself. Internal audit. Child, that's my check-in. Do me a favor. I'm very clear that this is something that I was supposed to do, jump on and say. It's when I feel inspiration and feel led, a lot of times I feel it right at the top, the pit of my belly, and it's like, it's there. It's there. I want to encourage us. Hey, Bishop, I want to encourage us to do the internal audit, right? Silence the noise. Be mindful not to react. Know that every action is a seed, and every seed yields a harvest or a consequence, right? Do the internal audit. All right, that's my Friday check-in. I love you big. I love you big. I love us big. And I love the fact that we're in this work together. I am not exempt. I'm in this work with you. And I will see you next time. Now, y'all love on people, love on somebody, do something sweet, do something kind. First to yourself, and then to other people. All right. I love you. And I'll see you next time, probably next Friday. All right. Bye.